Today I'm going to show you how to make soft pretzels out of two different types of fuelings. The first fueling I'm going to use is the smashed potatoes. I have the roasted garlic flavor, and the other fueling is the buttermilk cheddar herb biscuit. So each of the fuelings require different amounts of water. For the roasted garlic mashed potatoes, we're going to use about 1/3 cup of water, which is between a 1/4 cup and 1/2 cup. So I'm going to put that in. I already measured out my water, and I'm going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'm going to whisk that together and just let that sit for a minute. While I mix my next fueling. So my next fueling is the cheddar herb biscuit. I am mixing that with slightly less than 1/4 cup. So 1/4 cup is 2 ounces. I'm gonna say about 1.5 ounces of water, depending on which types of measuring cups you have. Some measuring cups show 1/4 cup, some show 1/8 cup. If you have 1/8 cup line on your cup, you could do somewhere between 1/8 and 1/4, and that should be fine. And again, I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder leveled. Okay, add that in, whisk it in, and let it just sit for a minute while we start making our pretzel shape. So we're gonna move this to the side. And I'm going to be using an air fryer. You can use an oven, but it takes about probably a total of 14 or 15 minutes if you bake it in the oven, so it's a little quicker to do it in the air fryer. So I lined my pan with aluminum foil only because my parchment paper that I have for my air fryer has holes in it, so I don't want the mixture to seep through. So as you can see, the mashed potatoes thickened up a little by letting it sit. And I'm gonna spoon it onto my aluminum foil in kind of a pretzel shape. You know, do the best you can. It's not a big deal. We're not selling these in the store. But I think it's kind of cute when it's in a pretzel shape, and it gives you the feeling that you're having a treat. So, and you don't have to really add anything. I mean, technically you can add 1/2 condiment for the baking powder. Baking powder has 0 calories and 0 fat, so I honestly don't deduct anything by using it. Some people use egg whites and things like that, but egg whites can, you know, once you add an egg white to every fueling, that's 5 egg whites. So that's like 1/3 of a lean. So we want to try to avoid that. I then sprinkle it with everything but the bagel seasoning, and I do the same with the buttermilk biscuit. So I will show you that once that's on. Okay, so the air fryer I have is the Pampered Chef air fryer. It has shelves in it. So I'm going to slide my pretzels in. I made my herb one a little wider just because of the position of it on the tray. So I'm gonna put this on air fry, and I'm gonna cook it on one side for about 7 minutes, and then we're gonna flip it over. Okay, so the timer went off. Let's check out our pretzels on one side. They look pretty good. So I'm gonna flip them over, and I'm gonna cook them another 5 minutes. And here are my 2 soft pretzels. One made with the mashed potato fueling, one made with the cheddar herb rosemary biscuit. And I think I'm ready for my next fueling. Thanks for watching.